Hey, what's going on, everybody? Island Card Collector here. We're coming to you with a PSA submission video. The end of August, they're running a special on 1960s for $14.99. This is the lowest price we've seen in quite a while. And I went into my personal collection. I pulled out some 1960s cards, baseball cards, to get graded. What we're going to do, this is a blind reveal video. Hopefully this will be submitted before Christmas. It's a 65-day turnaround at the economy service level for this special. This is going in the mail right here on September 1st, 65-day turnaround. Let's see when we get this back and bring this video to you, but we're going to do the whole thing in before and after in one video. So let's get going. First card, 1960 Topps number 7, Master and Mentor, Willie Mays and Rigney. Card looks really nice, clean. Take a look at the back. Little off center. I'm going to predict a 5 to 6. And then what I'm doing on this video is exact prediction. So we're going to say, I think it's more of a 6 than a 5, but give myself a range there. Next up is the 1960 Topps number 505. Big Ted Kluszewski. Later career with the White Sox. It's a little off to the right. Little edge wear. But in general, really sharp looking card. I'll show you the back here real quick. This one's going to be an interesting one. The reason is this was in a cracked PSA slab. Got this on eBay cheap because I had a cracked slab. You can see here, the Big Ted was originally a PSA 7. That's in one of the old stickers. Rumors are that PSA is grading tougher nowadays, so it'll be interesting. Will this Ted get a 7? And I predict that it will. 6 to 7 range, and I think it'll get the 7. Looks real nice. Next up, we've got a 1961 Topps National League batting leaders. Very cool card. You can get these vintage leaders cards, guys, with some of the best players of all time, relatively cheap. This has Willie Mays and Roberto Clemente on the same card. Just so cool. Actually like the 61 set. I know some people think it's a little plain, but I'm actually trying to build the entire set. Pulled this one out for grading. I think it's going to be 5 to 6, and I am predicting a 5 on the batting leaders card. Let's move on. 1961 Topps. I've got, you can see, 4 different ones. Number 160, Whitey Ford. Now this has some whiting on the photo. You see that when you look at these cards online. Centering's pretty decent. Down and to the right a touch. We'll take a look at the back. Corner's a little soft there, a little edge wear. I think it's going to be a 4 to 5, and I predict that it's going to be a PSA 5. Let's move on to the Carl Yastrzemski. This is actually the second year, not the rookie card, even though it's got the rookie star. It's the same photo from 1960 Topps. This one's pretty beat up. This was actually one I got in a, we'll call it an attic find in Pennsylvania. Craigslist deal I did about 15 years ago. I'll have to do a video on that at some point. The cards were all beat up in a box. The guy said he found in his grandpa's attic after his grandpa passed. We've all heard those stories. This one actually was legit. It was a box of 60 and 61s. Some 59s, and there was like mold on the top of the cards. It was just so cool. Got so many of those cards. Split those with my brother. All right, so this one's going to be a lower grade example, 2.5 to 3. I know it's kind of weird to do the 2.5, but that's what I'm going to go with here. 1961. Let's move on to the last one. 360 Frank Robinson. This is a pretty good looking card. You can see some corner wear, some surface wear, a little off center, and then a little more off center in the back. You can see the full baseball but it's just right on the edge of the card. On this one, I think it's going to be a 4 to 5. My exact prediction, PSA 4. All right, let's move on. 1962 Topps, number 385, early win. This one's going to be an interesting one as well, guys. And why is that? It was in a B CCG slab, 9 or better. These Beckett, I'm not really sure the history of these, but anytime you see these slabs and you see a grade on these slabs, they're always way high. There's no way this is going to get a 9. Centering's pretty decent. It is a good looking card. I'm going to say 6 to 7. My prediction is PSA 7 near mint on the early win. Next up, we have the 1962 Topps Willie Mays All-Star card. This is a beautiful card, except you can see here a little ding on the side. I'm not really sure how they're going to treat that. That could hurt it. And then also on the back, again, that baseball right up on the edge of the card. Centering is good, left and right. Clean example, crease free, nice coloring. But I think they're going to ding it for that little chip on the side. 3 to 4 is my prediction, and I think it's going to be a PSA 4. I just put the 3 on there, but I do really think that's going to be a 4. Next up, 1964 Topps, number 9, National League home run leaders. I absolutely love this card. Hank Aaron, Willie McCovey, Willie Mays, and Orlando Cepeda. 4 bona fide Hall of Famers on the same card. All 4 with the top most home runs hit in 1963. Card looks pretty good. Again, it's off center. None of these are really high grade cards. It's going to be interesting to see how PSA chooses to grade these. Little print circle over there on the left. Not sure if they're going to ding for that or not. Okay. I predicted 4 to 5 on this one. And exact grade, I think it's going to get a 4. Let's move on. 1968 Topps Game, Mickey Mantle. I've actually had this for quite a while. I don't know if it's going to get the old PD qualifier. PSA doesn't seem to be giving as many of the qualifiers lately, but you can see on that E printing error there. Plus it's way off center. It's got some yellowing on the back, on the edges. I don't think this is going to be very high at all. Could get the PD. If it doesn't get the PD, I think it's going to get just a PSA 2. I'm not expecting much out of this card because of the printing defect from the factory. Last 2 cards are from 1969. 1969 Topps. Sorry, the last 3 cards are from 1969. We've got the Roberto Clemente. This card is pretty well off center. It's got corner wear, but the corner wear is really bad on the back, guys. There's actually a whole chunk missing out of this corner. It's off center. Really rough condition card. I think it's going to be a 2.5 to 3, and I'm actually going to predict a 2.5. I know it's weird. PSA doesn't like to give these half grades. I'm actually predicting 2 half grades in this submission. Next to last, we have the 1969 Topps Baseball Checklist, number 412. This is the one with Mickey Mantle on it. Really, really nice looking card. Nice corners, but the centering is pretty far off. I think that's absolutely going to hurt it. Other than that, just a nice, beautiful, sharp card. I'm going to predict a PSA 5 on that. I put 4 to 5 as the range. We're going to hope for the PSA 5. Last but not least, 1969 Topps, number 430, Johnny Bench All-Star card. Love these Sporting News cards. You've got the puzzle piece on the back. Looks real nice. And we're going to predict a 4 to 5 range on this. And I think it's going to come back as a PSA 4. Maybe I get surprised with the 5, but I think it's going to be a 4. There you go, guys. There's my submission video. Special thanks to Eric Davis for helping us out. We're going to come right back with the results. All right, that took a minute. Here it is, the end of December. They said it was going to be 65 business days, and it took exactly 65 business days. Excited to break into these things. This was a 1960s special that was ran back in September. So we can see here, I'm breaking the seal. We're not going to look at the paperwork. I haven't looked at the paperwork at all. Didn't even see what they charged me. There were 13 cards in this submission. So we're hoping for 13 slabbed cards. And let's see what we got here. I think they were all graded. I don't see any cardboard. Okay, we're going to open them up here upside down and kind of roll through these. Let's see what order they're in. They should be in the right order. 69 to 19. Well, let's see. That's not in the right order. Let's see. That's fine. We'll put the game piece on top, and we'll just kind of roll through them like this. Okay, had to get rid of that glare from the overhead lamp. And you guys can see right here that we have the grade that we predicted, along with an exact prediction. And we'll see how accurate that is as we go. So we'll set these up here, and let's start taking a look. I'll put my little topper on here, which I like to use. Here we go. This is the 1968 Topps Game Mickey Mantle. It is pretty rough. I said it was going to be a 2 to a 3, with the exact prediction being a 2. PSA says, ho! PSA 4! Wow, I thought the print mark would definitely have dinged it. Apparently, a lot of these had printing issues. That is a beautiful card. Surprising to get the 4. So we'll set that right up here. That is definitely a positive. So here we go. We're starting off hot. The Topps Game grade received is a 4, and that is better than we expected. Okay, we've got a 1969 Topps Johnny Bench All-Star card. I always love this card. Johnny looks so young and youthful in this card. Love these Sporting News All-Star cards. I think they're really underrated. This one we predicted a 4 to a 5, and my exact prediction was a 4. And so here we go. Ho! Oh my gosh, let's go, guys. PSA 6 on the 69 Topps Johnny Bench. That is absolutely amazing. We are doing really great right out of the gate. Here we go. Next card up. These do seem to be a little bit all over the place. This is the 1962 Topps Willie Mays All-Star card. You guys saw earlier in the video I was a little worried because it had a little mark on the edge. The Willie Mays All-Star, we said it was going to be a 3 to 4, and I predicted a 4 on this. And trying to get the lighting correct. Here we go, guys. Boom! Let's go! PSA 5. I'll take it all day long. This is incredible. PSA. I was worried about how they were going to grade vintage. They are doing me really nicely. And We are 3 for 3 to the positive. This is exciting. I've been spot on with my SGC predictions, and I'm way under on PSA, which is really awesome. So here we've got the 1961 Carl Yastrzemski rookie card. This guy is in... I'm getting so much glare here. Apologize for that. This one's in pretty rough shape, but it's still just a beautiful card. The young Yaz. Here we go. I said it was going to get a 2. Oh my gosh! What is going on here? Look how off-center that card is. It's got some really rounded corners. It is off-center top to bottom and left to right. This thing got a PSA 4. I just absolutely cannot be more pleased. All right. We are doing amazing here. Let's keep it rolling with the 1961 Topps. Just a beautiful set. One of my favorite vintage sets, to be honest with you. Hope to one day collect the whole set. The beautiful 1961 Topps Frank Robinson. Predicted that was going to get a 4 to a 5, and the exact grade is a 4. Now let's see if we can go 5 for 5 here, guys. Here we go. PSA said, ho! Let's go! PSA 5. What an absolute beauty. I am just beyond thrilled with this order. Beyond thrilled with this grader. Now, I did say 4 to 5, so it actually did get in my range. Some of these are going even above my range. All right, let's keep rolling. Now, the early win is an interesting card. Hang on. I'll be right back. I want to get something to show you guys. All right. So here's what I wanted to show you. This is actually a crack and a reslab from one of those cheesy BCCG holders. 9 or better. Well, this is nowhere near a 9 in my opinion. I did look at it over and thought that it would be a 6 to 7, and I actually thought it's a really sharp card. This is one of my highest predictions. I predicted the 7. PSA says, boom! No way! Are you kidding me? PSA 8. 1962 Topps early win. Oh my gosh. This is just unbelievable. This is out of control. And I am ecstatic and overjoyed. Oh my gosh, guys. This is so fun. Okay, we're moving on. We've got the 1964 Topps National League Home Run Leaders card. Just a beautiful card. I mean, look at that. 4 Hall of Famers on this card. Hank Aaron, Willie McCovey, Willie Mays, and Orlando Cepeda. What a year for the home run chase. And Hammer and Hank tied McCovey, 44 each. But Hank had 2 grand slams. Look at that. All right. This is a, decent collector grade card, I would say. I said it was a 4 to a 5, and my exact prediction is a 4. PSA says, ho! You gotta be kidding me! PSA 6! This is unbelievable. PSA 6 on the Home Run Leaders card. This is just so awesome, so amazing. If you guys like these videos, go ahead and smash that like button. If you like, subscribe to the channel. I have more good content that's coming out soon. Looking to accelerate the amount of content that I put on the channel in 2024. All right, we've got the Big Ted, the 1960 Topps. Ted Kluszewski with the White Sox. I certainly preferred to see him in Reds pinstripes. We'll do this one sideways. Kluszewski, 6 to 7. and I predicted that it was going to be a 7. PSA looked at it and said, "You're right! PSA 7. It is the first one that I actually correctly predicted. But the other ones were all surprises to the upside. Beautiful near mint 7 on the Big Ted. So that's a check mark. We're coming down to the end. A few more cards to go. Let's see what we got. This is the 1961 National League Batting Leaders card. You've got Willie Mays on there. You've got Roberto Clemente, Dick Groat. Look at that card. Beautiful, beautiful card from the 1961 top set. I predicted a 5 to 6, and my exact prediction was a PSA 5. And PSA says we'll give you a 6. Boom! Look at that, guys. Just a beautiful card. I have to do something about the glare for the next video, but there you go. Look at that. A PSA 6. That's going to be to the upside from my exact prediction. Moving on, we're going to keep doing the 1961s. I've got a Whitey Ford here. The Whitey Ford. Beautiful card. It's got some snowing. That was common in the 1961. I don't know how much that's going to hurt it. It is, again, a little bit off center as well. I said 4 to 5 with my exact prediction being a 5. PSA says, how about a 6? Hey, we'll give you a 6. I'll take it all day long. Thank you, PSA. This is just absolutely amazing, guys. I haven't had one below what I expected, which is, quite frankly, shocking. Now, this one I'm a little worried about. The 1969 Roberto Clemente. It's in pretty low grade, in my opinion. You can see here how nicked up that corner is. You know, the back looks like some staining on it. I said this was going to be a 2.5 to 3. You can also see how off-center this card is. But I tell you what, even though this is a low-grade example, it still looks so much better in a slab. I said it was going to be a 2.5, and I know that's weird to predict a half grade from PSA. Let's see what PSA says. Boom! Let's go! Are you kidding me? PSA 4 on the 69 Bob Clemente. Roberto. PSA 4. This is like a full game of Grand Slam at bats here, guys. This is crazy. 2 more to go. Let's go. Let's roll. The 1969 Topps Mickey Mantle checklist card, badly off-centered. And we've got this at a 4 to 5 with an exact prediction of a 5. PSA says, hey, we're going to give you a 4. It was the first card, guys, out of the entire order. But it was even in my range. I even said 4 to 5. So I don't even want to go minus on that because I said 4 to 5. You can see right here, just because I'm off there, I'm going to check mark it. That's crazy. Crazy good. Crazy good order. We're going to round it off with the oldest card of the set, the 1960 Topps. Beautiful Willie Mays Master and Mentor card. I did say 5 to 6 on this one, and I predicted a PSA 6. There's no way this gets a 7. That's impossible. Let's see what happens, guys. Hey, it's a PSA 5. Okay, so we ended the order with 2 on the low side of my grade. But guess what? Still in the range. Look at that. 13 card submission. All cards were graded. And 10 of them exceeded expectations. Thank you, PSA. If you like this video, come back for more. This was fun. We'll do it again.